Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Drutube. I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. Let go of your past so it is unable to take you prisoner and break free so you can have the future you desire. All right? Let go of your past. Break free so it's unable to keep you prisoner. All right. If you are letting your past hold you back, it is keeping you prisoner. We all have a past, and what you have to do is you have to let go of it. If you're no longer that person that you were, all right, if you're no longer living the life that you used to live, you have to disassociate yourself from that because you still may struggle with it. A lot of people don't want to be a person anymore, and why they still are struggling with it mentally is because they may not do those things. They may not be that kind of person, but what they're doing is they're still associating themselves with that behavior in their mind. So what you have to do is you have to let go of your past completely, wholeheartedly. You have to see yourself as a brand new person. The more you see yourself as a new person, the easier it will be for you to separate yourself from who you don't want to be anymore. People don't really go into this part when they're trying to do something different with themselves and when they're trying to turn over a new leaf. They're so focused on not wanting to do it. All right. Not only do you have to focus on not doing it, not only do you have to not do it, and get over the part of doing it and all that, but what you have to do is you have to view yourself as a person who doesn't do it anymore. You have to see yourself as having a clean slate. And this is why you may have to get away from people who try to associate yourself as that, friends, family, whoever. You got to move on and you have to move forward. It is a sign of disrespect from a person if they continue to associate you with what you're not anymore. If they try to bring it up, if they try to throw shade at you, if they try to sneak diss you, if they try to fit it in into the conversation, you have to not spend time with people who do that, because it's going to remind you of who you're not, and it's going to put you down. It's going to make you feel a certain type of way, and you're just not going to want to continue to do that if you want to feel good about yourself, because what it will do is it will cause you to feel like you're still that person. And if you're not that person, if you're not displaying that behavior, if you're not doing those things anymore, then they don't have the right to keep trying to throw that in your face. All right. So and you shouldn't throw it in your own face. But what that will cause you to do is it will take you back into a time to where you don't want to be. It'll take you back into a place in your mind to where you don't want to be. So don't allow other people to do that to you, and you don't do that to yourself. And that's why you have to let it go, so that way it doesn't make you prisoner. All right. If you're still upset, if you're still feeling that, you know what, this is something that I really don't feel like I've gotten over, you have to get over it. If you don't feel like it's something that you've gotten over, you have to get over it. If you don't feel like it's something that you are that you aren't uh, that you're still attached to, then you have to disassociate yourself from that. You have to detach yourself from that. You have to work on your mind until you don't see yourself as that anymore, until you stop viewing yourself as the person who used to do XYZ, the person who did XYZ, the person who was XYZ. All right, you have the right to be a new person. You have the right to transform. You have the right to a new life. You have the right to live your life in a new way. You have to let go. All right, you can't hold yourself prisoner because of what you did, because you're robbing yourself of the life that you deserve. You're robbing yourself of being the person that you really could be if you continue to associate yourself with what you're not. All right, this man, he walked in on his wife and she was cheating on him, and he shot this man in the head because he had just got back from hunting. He didn't go find a gun and go shoot him. He had a gun already on him, and through a blind moment of rage, he shot that man in the head, and he got some time in jail. And even though he served his time, he got out. The judge was easy on him because his wife was cheating on him. That was the love of his life, and he handled it in the way that he felt in that particular moment was needed. But He moved to a new country. He was living in like the UK, or living in in Germany or something like that, and then he moved to America. Got him a new wife, new family, new kids. Luckily, I don't think he had any kids with the last woman he was with, but he had kids with the new woman that he was with, his new wife. But he still was carrying that same old spirit, that same old self identity, that same old negative idea about himself. And what you can't do is you can't allow yourself to carry an old idea about yourself. Every 11 months, you get a new body. Every 11 months, all your cells are regenerated: eyes, ears, hair, teeth, feet. Everything's regenerated. All your cells are regenerated. Everything is made new. All your cells are made over again. So, what you have to do is you have to see yourself as a new person, because even if you see yourself as who you were, by default, the way God makes it, you're not that person anymore. You have been made over again. All right. You have been made over again. You have to see yourself as changed. You have to see yourself as the one that the angels in heaven have shined your name. All right. You have to know that you have been changed. You have to know that you've been changed. And you can transform yourself by the renewing of your mind. You have to let go of your resentment towards people. You have to let go of your guilt towards yourself, towards acting out a certain thing. Maybe it wasn't one of the best things that you could have done. You got to let that go. You can't hold yourself accountable for that if that's not who you are anymore. All right, you have went through what you went through. You changed as a person. You owe it to yourself. Don't don't allow yourself to have pity for yourself. Don't allow yourself to feel sorry for yourself. Don't allow yourself to feel bad for yourself because of what you did. That's not going to change what happened. It's not going to make different anything about the situation, and it's only going to continue to keep you in a harmful state of mind, and you're going to feel terrible about yourself. And that's why people aren't able to change, because they still are holding on to those negative feelings, and it's making them feel bad about themselves. And you could potentially feel so bad about yourself that you backslide and end up causing yourself to do something worse because of how you're feeling. And that is true sin. True sin is not seeing yourself how God sees you. And when you don't see yourself how God sees you, you're sinning, and you're going to sin because you're not viewing yourself with a positive self identity. You're not viewing yourself the way God sees you. You're not viewing yourself in a positive light. The more you continue to not view yourself in a positive light, you're only going to be spewing out darkness when you could be shining light. Instead of spewing out the darkness of the past, instead of holding on to the past, instead of allowing the past to keep you prisoner, you have to free yourself. You have to let go of the person that did whatever, because that's not you. If you changed, you owe it to yourself. That's not you. If it's something that happened that you, even if you didn't want to happen, and people don't view it as a mistake, it was a mistake, people don't look at you in a positive light, that's not who you are. You don't have to worry about their opinion. What they think about you is none of your business. You have to become what you want to be, what you see yourself. You have to become the person that is the new person that didn't do that. You are not the past. You are not your past. You are not your past version of yourself. You're not. They may try to make you feel like you are. They may try to bring it up and try to bring it to your attention. And people will do that when they see a change in you and when they see a change on you. And that's a sign that you're not supposed to be around those people. That's a sign that you have to get away from that type of environment, because it's an environment that's not going to allow you to grow. And if you are about growth, then that could become toxic. That it's like a dagger that somebody keeps sticking in you every time they see you. Remember you did this. 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 Don't keep letting people do that to you. You don't deserve that. So what you have to do is you have to heal your wounds, patch them up. And the only way you can stay healed and stay patched up is with separation. The only way and separation from everything, separation from your past, separation from your negative thoughts, separation from negative people, separation from those negative ways. That's how you grow. That's how you continue to heal. That's how you continue to move forward. That's how you continue to not let your past get in the way of your future. Because if you let your past self get in the way of who you are right now, your future is screwed. All right, you won't be able to have the future that you desire, and the things that you want to have, the life that you want to have. None of those things will be able to get to you, because You're going to be the type of person that is sad. You're going to be the type of person that's feeling sorry for themselves. You're going to be the type of person that looks at themselves as a sad, sorry individual when that's not you. That's not the truth of you. That's not who you really are. All right. God knew everything that was going to happen to us before it happened. He knew everything that we were going to do before we did it. All right. He knew you when you were in your mother's womb. You got to move forward with your life. You have to see yourself as a better person. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. Don't forget to subscribe. It's been another Drutube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.